Hello, Bezel T3. Behind me is the hangar that I have worked in for over 36 years.
Of course, what you see behind me, it didn't always look like that. The hangar that I'm directly in front of, that is the hangar that you see right now, except you're seeing it from the north looking south. The picture that you see me now, you're looking at the hangar from the south looking north. So that hangar, the far hangar that is white with a building in between, is actually the ramp you're seeing in the 1986 picture.
And over that time, I've taken care of exactly 3 aircraft: a Falcon 50, a Falcon 900, and currently a Global Express.
Ah yes, the Global Express. She is one sweet ride. Same corner, different century.
And we keep our aircraft in the same corner of that hangar, just like we did when I started here in 1984. It's hard to believe I've been here this long, working in the same hangar for the same gentleman who is now 96 years old and still quite active. Over that time, my wife and I have had 2 kids, survived the 1992 LA riots, the 1994 Northridge earthquake, the stock market crash of 1987, Y2K, 9/11, the stock market crash of 2008, the H1N1 flu pandemic of 2009, and numerous LA area wildfires, and believe it or not, torrential LA rainy seasons. And now, all of us together are experiencing the spread of the Wuhan coronavirus. And while piddly in comparison to pandemics throughout history,
here we have a chart of the history of pandemics. Black Death, bubonic plague in the 1300s, 200 million. Smallpox in 1520, 56 million. The Spanish flu in, 1918, 40 to 50 million people died. And HIV, AIDS, up to 35 million have died since that started. And now we have the Wuhan coronavirus that we're dealing with. And I think we're up to, I don't know, by now maybe 7,000 or 8,000 people have died.
It is real, and it's making people sick, and people are dying from it. The wide-ranging negative effects on our daily lives is just beginning to really sink in. We in America, as in other places, are now on a war footing against a microscopic, unseen enemy. Wow, what a buzzkill, Bezel. Yeah, I guess you're right. Okay, then let me shift gears. Perhaps a few of you have heard of a man by the name of Louis Zamperini. And I was fortunate enough to know him personally. And I did a video about my relationship with him. I'll put a link to it in the info section below. There's also a feature-length movie about him called Unbroken, if you've never seen it, as Hollywood tells the story of his overcoming immense suffering and the ordeals he went through. I'll never forget something he said to me one day. He said, "You must be able to adapt to whatever happens." And those are really good words to remember at a time like this from a guy who lived that out in ways I simply cannot imagine. So back to the 1980s. The then director of aircraft maintenance and I were at an MRO facility, and that stands for Maintenance, Repair, and Overhaul, called Garrett at LAX, to pick up our Falcon 50 after some heavier maintenance that was performed there. My brother, who has been a working actor all his life, and I'm going to have to find an old comedy reel of different things he did and show it to you sometime to see if any of you recognize him. Well, he came with us to ride back to the airport that's just about 16 miles away where we are hangared. He took along his 12-pound video camera, and he was an amateur videographer years before YouTube, and we had a little fun making a short, silly video of the trip home. So from the video vault of Bezel 333, I give you a Falcon 50 flashback.
Same corner, different century.